Yan sudden we radim. Onyaye makolona valos nkunye dawate.
With a number. Before we can you finish?
I just want to make a quick mention.
I've sent everything to region, so you'll get to it.
To what?
To the region.
No, you are the region.
And I just have copy here.
You see, you don't have the copy. By law, you were sworn in by the magistrate. I will pay you. You see, you are a returning officer. That's why we come to you. It is an office work. We just want what you have declared.
You don't have a copy.
If we have a copy, or we can cite it, have a look at what you have declared.
Why should we go to region when you are the returning officer?
I don't have copy here.
Elections here. You go which go to region?
You take the results.
You see, even if the regional officer gives us the results, we cannot rely on that. It is that which you have given.
Yes.
You know, but the law says that you are the one to declare the results.
You know, my brother, there is one thing, as individual citizens of this country, we all have a responsibility to ensure that the country is peaceful. And that is the primary responsibility that we have in anything that we do. And for instance, that is why I am here. I would urge you to contribute to that peace. Because you see, if there is any indication that you have done something that helps the other party to steal the election, it raises tension and it gives a lot of us problems. So whatever you will do to contribute to that, I will urge you to do it. So that if, for instance, they are asking for the summary seat, be frank and open and say, this is the summary sheet that I prepared. Answer the things such that everybody will be convinced, and then the tension can come down, and then we'll all have peace. Too much tension is not good for this country at all.
I don't have any intention like that.
Yes.
We computer everything. We input everything. They were there.
Yes, it wasn't that you cannot tell me that you have submitted the region and you don't have a copy.
For those who are moving to
Mr. Returning Officer,
figures and put them in the while they were there, they saw everything. And
this captain.
It's everything. We have
Mr. Returning Officer, by
With a number. Before we can you finish?
I just want to make a quick mention.
I've sent everything to region, so you'll get to it.
to what?
To the region.
No, you are the returning officer.
And I just have copy here.
You see, you don't have the copy. By law, you were sworn in by the magistrate. I will pay you. You see, you are a returning officer. That's why we come to you. It is an office work. We just want what you have declared.
You don't have a copy.
If we have a copy, or we can cite it, have a look at what you have declared.
Why should we go to region when you are the returning officer?
I don't have copy here.
Elections here. You go which go to region?
You take the results.
You see, even if the regional officer gives us the results, we cannot rely on that. It is that which you have given.
Yes.
But the law says that you are the one to declare the results.
My brother, there is one thing, as individual citizens of this country, we all have a responsibility to ensure that the country is peaceful. And that is the primary responsibility that we have in anything that we do. And for instance, that is why I am here. I would urge you to contribute to that peace. Because you see, if there is any indication that you have done something that helps the other party to steal the election, it raises tension and it gives a lot of us problems. So whatever you will do to contribute to that, I will urge you to do it. So that if, for instance, they are asking for the summary seat, be frank and open and say, this is the summary sheet that I prepared. Answer the things such that everybody will be convinced, and then the tension can come down, and then we'll all have peace. Too much tension is not good for this country at all.
I don't have any intention like that.
Yes.
We computer everything. We input everything. They were there.
Yes, it wasn't that you cannot tell me that you have submitted the region and you don't have a copy.
For those who are moving to
Mr. Returning Officer,
figures and put them in the while they were there, they saw everything. And
this captain.
It's everything. We have
Mr. Returning Officer, by
with a number. Can you finish?
I just want to make it quick.
I've sent everything to region, so you'll get it.
To what?
To the region.
No, you are the written
And I just can't copy here.
You see, by law, you were sworn in by the magistrate. I will pay you. You see, you are a returning officer. That's why we come to you. It is an office work. We just want what you have declared.
You don't have a copy.
If we have a copy, or we can cite it, have a look at what you have declared.
Why should we go to region when you are the returning officer?
I don't have copy here.
elections here.
You say we go to region.
You take the results.
You see, even if the regional officer gives us the results, we cannot rely on that.
On that,
It
you will
is
rely
that
on
which
what
you
you
As I'm making time, Master Mabekano, before I read my speech, I can't send me in Bissia. And Regional Minister Ne Meba Dina Pomba and almost say, and a pachoya can't dear walk ratano, so Messama Prince Mecana. And this are no news, be a mechanism Fufrobia, Air Dinkakra. As I said, no craning me catch almost say, Galam say, ye can, and them have me chimu, ye chimu, send me a year, you are nature me and son. A mobile 30% in Moma ye Galam say, Nina. Ye to them, hey. See a G and watching ya, ye chimu, move back 30% and not any Moma ye Galam say. Now, ya nkano krenwa ye beda da ho e be conference ya be ha say me tie ya o mo be ye galamse ade ba ko se nanan mo ne twa asase ne maaye o kan o ye nim ha no mo kan na bia o tu bia o twa asase o de ye galamse bia wo so wa ye galamse bia wo so wa ubu ahofo se wa ye bone Uko krom na sampa so dia asase amase enye galamse na ate ho a na hini be na wudie e bone enti mum ye hweye enra mu ka asema me ka se me be ka me kan sem bibra ko fast ma banti meja no ma ansa na making time masema me.
There's another joke we shared at Hogbechocho. We were sitting together and the Agbaja was taking place seriously. And all the back, moves and all that. And then I cracked the joke. I told him, I said, boss, I called him boss. You see why you Ewe men don't get backache? Because of the vigorous Agbaja and the back exercises you do. He laughed and didn't say anything. And then that occasion you saw was when he was being given a doctorate at the University of Development Studies. And while we were at that function, there was a cultural troupe from the north that was doing the Bamaya dance. And for those of you who know the Bamaya, it involves a lot of waist shaking. I thought he had forgotten about this, and he said, Chief, you see why you Northerners don't have waist pains? You see how they are shaking their waist? That's the kind of person we have lost.
Yesterday, when the function was going on at the stage, I was in my other people were dancing. He said now he can see why we don't have any back pains. When I see his people doing the waist ones, I can see why they won't have any waist pain.
There's another joke we shared at Hogbechocho. We were sitting together and the Agbaja was taking place seriously. And all the back, moves and all that. And then I cracked the joke. I told him, I said, boss, I called him boss. You see why you Ewe men don't get backache? Because of the vigorous Agbaja and the back exercises you do. He laughed and didn't say anything. And then that occasion you saw was when he was being given a doctorate at the University of Development Studies. And while we were at that function, there was a cultural troupe from the north that was doing the Bamaya dance. And for those of you who know the Bamaya, it involves a lot of waist shaking. I thought he had forgotten about this, and he said, Chief, you see why you Northerners don't have waist pains? You see how they are shaking their waist? You know, I mean, that's the kind of person we have lost.
Yesterday, when the function was going on at the State House and my other people were dancing, he said now he can see why we don't have any back pains. When I see his people doing the waist ones, I can see why they won't have any waist pain.
There's another joke we shared at Hogbechocho. We were sitting together and the Agbaja was taking place seriously.
I know the near the tufu. It was a general way say. I feel near by MPP in some. Yeah, and yet Obi Obeka say MPP and yet tribalistic, no that. And you see, they can only pretend. Obi crash enka. We can only pretend, but the reality will catch us. Yes, me, Makase, MPP. It is about time omo ankasa di no krema omo ho. Ebisi chemensa na dwen na ochire.
Vice President.
Enti na okasa. O kama Baumia because Baumia yesremni se ya de manwa. Two things ne beye. Esremfo na dwen beye omo se MPP fo ye kasa omo ya kan party no anya no kre.
Vice President.
Anya no kre and all can obetumi akache Baumia nani so kan bi ma no nti se onya kwan na obeye no ne vice dachi bi wa beye president. This realities and all this about MPP no I feel way air corner ye what really the MPP stand for when it comes to the tribal way say
too early for that.
Minia say anya too earlier
7th of January. Ochana 7th April. That's 4 months 3 months away. Now you start to say who becomes the next leader of MPP, who becomes the next president. And say party.
Minia school be war central region. Omo motto ye green can, which means think into the future. Who ye bibia green ko dachi ho. Say ya mutu ye for me wa fa no. So say rich odachi o, green odachi o. And not know what to me for my bedroom. Enti MPP no omo green omo dachi ho. Enti wo ka say 3 months a year too earlier. Ebinimo started when they were in opposition 2016 way back omo hye and now more execute one after the other. MPP were opposition. Omo ka say omba pam Charlotte say omba omo pamono. Omo hye omo bibio. Omo ka say omo ba first yi omo nyahwe omo bobosia na agum na abane ye kwoto omo wiem. I have MPP friends who told me way back nti ye hu sa na oma we nyina. Yes, ye hu sa na oma we nyina. Omo de omo referee aba ampa ye nyina Supreme Court ye hweye but yanka MPP omo tribal way a achase eba MPP omo daache no enye bright. The future of the MPP is not bright because this time they stand at a crossroad. Aliu Mahama nyamefa ne kra NC who was more qualified in the MPP to lead the MPP as the flag bearer. Aliu served as 8 years vice president to President Akufo. In most cases, he acted as the president. Until President Akufo was talking about apprentice, who was more qualified. One and a senior Jumano. But Aliu, nipa 17 from the MPP, account for in the majority. And then a corporate, or also saying, first 10, Kuranon Kaho.
No, he was 10.
odi third ono a odi president Akufo Addo emre bi kro ye president odi third ewo NPP Nana Addo di first Alan edi second omumi enu nya akanfo enu nti ene no omo beye etise sunmina ase eja eze sunmina so eja bola so ja eja ewo bola so ene namase saa nsuo to a ebeye wo se edum awia bo a wo behu an se husie bi ba wunu ba bi ehya this time between Alan, who is an Akan, Dr. Baumia, who is from the north. Do you understand? The battle is between them. Dear me who ne say, dear Chairman Sabonsu, Honorable Akano, you cannot say any opinion. Honorable Chairman Sabonsu is the leader of the MPP in Parliament and the presidential.
It's a very good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Tonight, or this afternoon, I have another blast. I'm very angry and very upset. Very, very upset. Please, can you people share this video for me? We have only 28 shares, and I wish we have more shares than that. We have only 28 shares for the first 9 minutes. So guys, can we share it more so that we can blast this very carefully? I have a good whatever show for you today. I wouldn't be long as well today, but it is what it is. Ute kwasiafo kromu a saa natie na makacho se Nana Addo no or a useless president. Nana Addo is a useless president, and I will not change my mouth. Even if they beat me, they should beat me. They should beat me and beat me and beat me. I will still say Nana Addo is still a useless president, and his presidency would stay, low and low and low and unpopular. It will stay low and unpopular. Please keep on sharing this video. Let me show you something. And the reason why I am saying that this Nana Addo government loves negative and evil people. Mechira wasie enti mesrɛw bomodia sɛ wo be share video we amame wo share video mame a ebe me de pa ebe me de in a certain sense, because yabre esan sɛ enkwasiasɛm enye ade papa bi a ɛwɔ sɛ nipa ɛsoso, and we have been doing this all the time. Yes, idea we are we are still doing it as a people, and we need to understand that it's about time. Say, Sanyama way, and it needs to change. What I say, it needs to change, and it's a one here. I don't know what you're going to do for you to understand, but me much that will say, dear, and Yama Econo, at your how not it in the beba, been starting blow up here, but please put up some more shares. Let me show you some stuff that bothers me much, and this is the reason why I'm afraid for the youth that are coming up. Okay, this is why I'm afraid for the youth that is coming up. Okay, so Ibrahim Yakubu, nice one. How are you, my love? More fire. Okay, Ibrahim, thank you very much. Chef Ashal Ariam Tatevi, class prefect is present, sir, and ready to listen to ones who misbehave to be blocked. Ombedi Brock. I am friend of Brock Nation. Chef Ashal, you're welcome, sir. The only chef on my platform, the only chef that cooks at the same time wash dishes when the dish guy doesn't show up. Jack, we are boss. Why? Alice Nabila, welcome, class prefect. Block them. They are just here to distract. Yes. Samuel J, you lost for too long. You lost for too long. How are you doing? I hope you are doing very good. That's a gingerbread man. Ginger man right there. Chef Asa, welcome as well to listen to the truth to power platform. Thank you. All right, so guys, keep on sharing, and I'm going to show you some short video about the reason why I say the Nado government is just useless. And Makacho said, "O mine you woman, your youth no and the year dachi. The youth of every country is the hope of that country. So if the youth are mistreated and treated very badly, and the youth can't grow or the youth cannot do anything good with their life, then in 20 to 30 years there's going to be a lot of problems. And so this is the reason why I'm telling you that the Nado government is a useless government, and he as a president, I'm not afraid to say that he's a useless president. And I'll always say this, okay, and I'll back it by evidence and why I'm saying that. So let me show you this video right quick so that you people see the repetition of what is happening in Ghana and always happening, and nobody wants to say anything about it, and it's very sad. It's very sad. Okay, guys, watch this.
Let's stay with you. You are the commander of the SWAT team. On the day you were present, mission that you as the commander of the day and present at the scene did not see anything.
Oh my lord, I'm saying that even the video confirms it, my lord.
No, I want you to tell me.
Yes,
what do you say? Forget about videos. Let's stay with you. You are the commander of the SWAT team. On the day you were present, DSP, how did your men handle these citizens of Ghana?
It was not in the proper manner. They did not handle them in the professional way, the way they were taught to.
And by not handling them in a professional manner, what exactly are you saying? We need to know as a commission.
Based on that, we have initiated different action.
DSP, since you are struggling to tell us, let me help you.
Yes, my lord.
Did your men beat these people up?
No, sir. Their idea of minimum force that we saw on TV was, too much for all of us. They were trying to minimum force to subdue them.
Before you go on, please, let me remind you of your oath.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. We are not here to persecute anybody.
Yes, my lord.
The commission needs to get to the bottom of this.
Yes, my lord.
And we want you, as I told you, to be as candid as possible.
Yes, my lord.
Please.
Yes, my lord.
Tell the commission, what exactly did your men do to these people?
My lord, as I stated already, when the 9 persons were arrested, some of them surrendered peacefully and were taken to the vehicle, but some decided to run away from lawful arrest, and the boys pounced on them. And in the mood and the way they were handled, that's why I'm saying that it amounted to a subject of action. And all this while there was gunfire. There was gunfire. And at that particular moment, my concern was for the Honorable MP, because I could not see him again. I only saw him also moving towards that direction. But from there, I did not see him again. So I was worried. I said, what is going on? Because he can be hit by any, friendly bullet, or anybody at all can cause harm to him. And this will be a problem on security. So we decided, I asked them boys to arrest those who could not enter the compound and were trying to escape and run away. So we managed to arrest 9 of them for them to help investigators to establish why that action. And some of them surrendered and they were taken to the vehicles. But some on their way decided to, run away, decided to put up resistance to their arrest. So they managed to, shrug off the security men. They tried to run, and the security men pounced on them. And that one, I agree that one, my boys overreacted when they were re-arresting them. Then they put them, I made sure that they were arrested and we put them in the vehicles.
Commission needs to get to the bottom of this.
Yes, my lord.
And we want you, as I told you, to be as candid as possible.
Yes, my lord.
Please.
Yes, my lord.
Tell the commission, what exactly did your men do to these people?
My lord, as I stated already, when the 9 persons were arrested, some of them surrendered peacefully and were taken to the vehicle, but some decided to run away from lawful arrests. And the boys pounced on them. And in the mood and the way they were handled, that's why I'm saying that it amounted to the subject of action.
All right, guys.
I mean, the kind of people there, even if he is.
So, guys, let's go ahead and watch this video as well. Very, very important video for you guys to see. I just want you to see this video.
They won't understand. And that's my man. No? He's such a disappointment to national security. Such a disappointment. He won't listen to anything, and he was beating, kicking him in the groin. Are you okay? Who does that in 2021?
A wicked person.
A journalist, properly identified as a journalist. Yes, he may have done something inappropriate, but that's why they are the courts. If people do things wrong, they are processed for court. You don't go kicking his groin in the name of national security. In 2-3 years' time, this Ajimanga will go on retirement, and God will judge you and your family. You will see. This thing, we shouldn't allow these things to happen. When we were fighting for this democracy, Ajimanga, where were you? Today, you call yourself national security and come and be kicking people. Look, they have to take action against this Colonel Ajimanga because he's a disgrace to the government, he's a disgrace to the national security, and he's not fit for that job. And I'm saying it, he's not fit for that job. For this person to treat this young man like this because he has done something you consider inappropriate, this is why we fought for this democracy. Take him to court. This is what we are saying. Process him to court. This is what we call due process. Colonel Ajima, if you don't understand. So, yes, he's done something. We are not here to defend whatever he did. If he did wrong, it's wrong. Wrong is wrong. Process him to court. The due process of the law. Let it take it through. I mean, when I saw the people, I actually thought it was a joke because they look so unprofessional. I mean, they couldn't even speak English properly. They're not well dressed, unkempt as police people, and so I knew that I wasn't going to get anywhere, and that's the reason I asked Zoe to just take a seat, and I called them and asked them to go, and I will come with them.
So when we got there, the meeting with Azugo was a very civil meeting, and I was under the impression that after meeting Azugo, that was the end of the issue.
Well, you see, these guys are still living in the past. And what I mean by past is, you know, the revolution days and how junior officers and no ranks people could just do anything anyhow. We still have a semblance of that structure lurking around in our security systems. So for them, it was a field day. We can do whatever we want to do before our superiors, are brought in, until they saw us. And so it was like a wake up. Oh, you are here. And you could see as we go, oh, sir, you are here. And that kind of, oh, so you are Bernard? Yes, this is it. And then he noticed that, no, this thing is beyond him now. So he said, please, then you should go and see my boss.
Who happens to be the...
It turned out to be the Colonel Ajiman.
On our way, he did not want to talk to us.
Yeah, because he had his mind made up. Again, something...
So he's the Director of Operations of National Security, is that the name?
Some position, I'm not, I don't know, but he's
so in your mind, you were going to simply say, what? Take the phone, take the pictures, and let's go away, or what?
To kind of understand what they were looking for.
Okay.
And he wouldn't listen to us. And the head of the guys in uniform is called Ampedu. He's a chief inspector. I couldn't even understand what he was saying, you know. So I said, let's go and see your boss. And then we were met along the way by this gentleman, this man called Colonel Ajiman, who was introduced to us as their boss. He wouldn't listen to anything. I tried to get his attention so that we can have a better understanding. He just walked off and also insisted that we should not follow, and that in his work...
Lieutenant Colonel Ajiman, so he didn't even have a chat with you?
No.
He wouldn't listen to you?
No. And so I said, and you heard me say, that I can understand that you are security guys and you are doing your work, but just take note that we are also media men who will do our work. But guess what? Today, when you are done doing your work, we will have a field day doing our work for a very long time, and you can't stop us.
But he still left. So that's when he went to Zoe and Caleb to the narration.
So when he left, we were minded to go beyond him
and call people
and call other people up the chain. And Edward Asmani responded to us.
So that's your savior.
That was my breath of fresh air.
And then I would need to make this point. You see, governments in, government out should understand how to package our security system, because nobody, and you don't need rocket science to know that today you are in power, tomorrow you are not in power. And the security system you establish while you are in power is the same security system you may fall victim to. We were hoping that 20, 30 years down the line, this primitive way of handling journalists and so-called suspects would have changed. And I thank God for so many very educated, in fact, very educated is an understatement. You know, as many highly educated gentleman, Oxford graduate, you know, he has everything. And he was so decent. I mean, the guy was so decent.
When you spoke to him, did he know what had been, did you get the impression he knew?
He said he had been informed, but he didn't have the details. So he made a call to somebody, and I could hear him speaking to the person, kind of briefed me what was going on.
So it means that he probably wasn't aware of what was happening?
Of course. I mean, at this level, he wouldn't have to be told everything like that, you know. And I'm telling you that what they do is that they delay so they can have a field day with their suspects. You understand? And I'm hearing for the first time how he was beaten.
So you didn't even know, because I thought that when the man in suit came, that was the end of the problem. But apparently it was...
No, so when eventually I demanded that I had to see him before I leave, at which point they led me to where he was, and I called you out of the place. The man actually said in my presence that, oh, the inmates are beating him and he doesn't want anybody to touch him again. So in front of me, he shouted across to the inmates that, Obi Odin is Sabe Kanupa, Mema Chinese, Nina Bokufu, you know. So the man was tricking me. He looks at me. And
so that was when you realized that this is a serious...
you know. So I said, okay, don't worry. Let's deal with Zoe. We'll come back and deal with, you know. So went out and had a meeting with Asmani again. And I mean, I was just saying, so once the others see reason like you do, it makes your work difficult. If we are still practicing this primitive way of security, just body checking and beating people physically.
So did they actually talk to you to say what's going on, or they were? No.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Once again, the time is 3:29 p.m. Ghana time, US time, and it's probably 7, 8 o'clock Ghana time. Mebu efu kakra. Me pacho share video ma me na menkeka madwene enkyere nkwasiafo ene omoasefo. Why? Share the video for me. Na menkeka nkwasiasem enkyere nkwasiafo a wo mu nim nyansa. Number 1. Mokai emre bi atwa mu ayawaso West Wagon issues ba ya. Yakache Mr. President said there are some people that need to be, indicted, removed from office. And Mr. President did not do it. Mr. President didn't do it. Mr. President did not do it. And other things end up happening. Now, this same stupid Azugu, this foolish Azugu, this commander of the SWAT, stupid, I don't know the kind of SWAT these animals are. I'm telling you, and I always tell you the truth. I said I don't know the kind of animals and more kura sa Azugu ni the boys in Womuye. Very unprofessional. I've met Azugu before. And I had an encounter with that stupid fat Azugu who does nothing but has adorned himself with juju and all stupid things and shows his power. Number 1, let me ask you again. What is the job of the national security? What is the job of the national security? Yeah? Mameka se bicho enyema ekoso Ghana se mamu ya nhwe ni ye na mamu ya nka nokura enkwasi asemwe bekoso wo Ghana na bekoso ama enyema boni egusu asisi for a very long time. Edio how ni apenie ebaba Ghana. Edio how any apenie ebaba Ghana. Na we enkwasi ade a enkwasi afobia ni ji ho a omo feel say ade we ya ade bia eya ade pa wo say obia tumi ye de ope etino sa particular stupid Azugu this MPP chef. Whoa, only honest guy. He's not an honest guy, and neither does he even know how to even really. He doesn't even know his job. Abuawe onim the job. Much journalist because we try video. Much journalist because we try video. Ako butu na yasi ako bubono anyhow anyway. My God. My God. So why should I cry? Why should I be worried if a police is shot? Why should I be worried? Why should I worry at the back of my mind when a foolish policeman, a fool called Kenel Ajimai, a stupid man called Kenel Ajimai, in charge of national security, allows his foolish dogs, untrained animals, to move into society and to suppress society and to press down and to suppress people. And now when I did to say it doesn't bother you. Oh, and now it doesn't bother you. So when my and we don't speak out and stop these fools that are on power trip. Jimmy somewhere. And because worst things will keep on happening. Why? A journalist. What stops a journalist from taking a photo? A video of what? Vehicles that have been parked for so long that weeds are crawling over it. It's not a branch for camera. No, trust our video way. Ne nuntinu ya beti a branch way ni ako bunu yako butu na yasa a branch obiba ako butu ni yet na yasi keke. Just like that. It will first say adewe e adepa. Who say abrabo way ya sankwasi afo way a police for Jimmy for they are untrained, they don't even know their job, they don't know what they are doing. You think that these people have the right to earn our respect? I can respect the fact that not all policemen are stupid. But when it comes to this stupid, useless SWAT team that are basically stupid and untrained. I met some of his guys when I went to Ghana 2017, 2018, thereabout. And the way Azugu had carried himself, he carried himself as a god. He was guided by these stupid boys with AK-47 and machine guns. Over nothing. And the way these guys behave, they go on ethically. They go on the full verge of, like they want to drink blood. They need blood to be drunk. Now, Mr. President, you were told if uyo bia sabi uwa remorse na unim se omano eye amaya eda wakoma so a. Mr. President, that is not the way you treat the country and the people in the country. The first time I have known that a president cannot even open his mouth to speak about the police killings that happened at an election. A president cannot say anything about it. And his cohorts come in to tell us that those people were criminals. President Way, is this president that you want to sit up and look at? If it doesn't bother you today, I'm telling you, next time it may be your family member. Papa that cannot fight for their fucking rights. They can't fight for their fucking right because of the stupidity of a president. A president that when is insulted gets people fired and people arrested. A president that basically just sits up and have his people suppressed. How is Ghana going to be? How is our country moving on with this kind of attitude? I'm just interested. I just want to know how a journalist is arrested and beaten uselessly. Not only a journalist that has been arrested and beaten. The headmaster of the Northern Region secondary school, one of the secondary school, was not there when videos and pictures were taken and students spoke their mind that we don't have places to sleep. We don't have places to sleep. We sleep like 2, 3 in a bed. And the kids were able to speak out this. Why wouldn't the president take it as a good faith and investigate and do the right thing for the children to be able to have their comfortability to stay in a school and to study? But other way around, the president had these headmaster arrested and dribbled and beaten, shocked with shockers. Now he's handicapped. Moshe muhuye. Moshe muhuye. Jumala mudi di Ghana for the seman she ya. Seman hey ya. Ghana for one day they will rise up. Azugu, I'm telling you, they will rise up. You have arms. You are in control of arms. But I'm telling you, that day, you may not be able to protect yourself. In a case like this, when Ghanaians come after you, your job is national security, not national tormentation, not national suppressants, not national depressant, not pushing down the citizens and shutting them up and controlling the country as if you have your dogs and goats. Say ye ka asem na mo de niam di agro mo de niam di agro mo de niam di agro a boni ete sa e betumi esi e bi esi pe na nado wa ban ya aban fun. And it comes from your attitude, the way you basically you know is how your government is being run right now. And I feel very pathetic, me feeling very bad. A whole human rights lawyer like you, you are the dictator. Nalado, you are Idi Amin. You are Hitler. You are the dictator of our time. Now you are. Now let's go back to the next story. Edu Safua arrested over telling Akufo Schwarzenegger she is HIV positive. But I want to ask you a question. Yes. Do we not have the right to speak our mind? When Akufo Schwarzenegger comes on the show, when Akufo Schwarzenegger comes on shows and insult people daily, every day, insult daily, as a buebia, ya took the cage move for so long. Now, you're being one day, no what, 5 minutes to fucking play Akufo Schwarzenegger. And Akufo Schwarzenegger will insult everybody the way she wants. And when somebody tells her something, police arrest the person and put the person in cells. And Akufo is able to infiltrate the police to go there and go and take a video of the person arrested in prison because she has a problem with Akufo Schwarzenegger. Akufo Schwarzenegger goes to record this person in cells. And puts it on social media. Me pacho, ye say Akufo Schwarzenegger also receives that equal measure of the law. And however way she was able to go into the police station to record and to create havoc. If you have seen the video of Akufo tormenting a woman that has been arrested because she told Akufo that she is HIV positive. All right, me funny say ya can't say we what did you fiatem? Na Akufo Schwarzenegger or your wine. How important is Akufo Schwarzenegger? I'm just trying to figure out this woman that has foundation like concrete in her face every day, that is able to praise herself that she's beautiful, and is always teasing and insulting people. Who is Akufo Schwarzenegger? Who is Akufo Schwarzenegger? Then Akufo Schwarzenegger comes to tell Ghanaians that wo udi matema memi achiwato abuaneta. I'm telling you, abuaneta. Akufo Schwarzenegger memi ka chere wo. Me basa wo ma ye bechibitum. Me basa wo ma ye chibitum. Like I ask myself, say, how is Ghana going right now? How is Ghana going right now? Why is Ghana going this way? That stupid people just get their way to misbehave and nothing is done. And when people are mistaken, they are gotten into a place of fire. And they Akufo Schwarzenegger for going to the cells and videotaping somebody that Akufo Schwarzenegger should have been arrested and been in jail long time ago, because instead of arresting that journalist and having him beaten, Akufo Schwarzenegger is supposed to be arrested because going to the police station and videotaping the police cells alone should be a crime enough to have Akufo Schwarzenegger arrested. Now Akufo Schwarzenegger, yeah, fawo. Ade wa sibiri musa, wa sibiri muntis wa warrior me emfa me ho. Ube kate Ghana for ya maka wa me emfa me ho. Would be just social media to be catching Ghana for say, or be to be tafro trabasa. What just say we are useless, You just say, who to say, we are, and what's a kind who candy power crown a BBT. When fools behave like this, they must be punished. When fools behave like this, I'm telling you. Yes, I used to like Akufo Schwarzenegger because sometimes she basically speaks some stuff. We laugh about all the stuff that she does. But me catch now, Akufo Schwarzenegger is not obia. And what's a sani pa krono kura the Akufo no. You didn't obi question him because you're very insultive. Her personality is even insultive enough. As a krasini bia, when ya ejapade bia, oh who di oye no ho. Aya betena broche di sa kwa asem no. Na say wo life be o say na. Jimmy Foba. You disgrace women. Mama disgrace. Me, I know some women that are very respectful. Very respectful women. And I will do anything for a woman that is respectful. Even to a child. Now, Fiashua, I also who we are singing now, it will saswachi. Let me tell you, I mean, Casemichiro, and never woody because what got Johnny MPP, and I mean, say MPP, so no, what move for and quasia force to say a fair Schwarzenegger, what must swat and quasia force to say a fair Schwarzenegger, a Jimmy for a fair Schwarzenegger. Now, I'm showing video be. Me hear the video bi mo say wa frɛ abrante bi di na tem odi abrante na tem poto we di na tem rough however way because wa kɔtwerɛ comment ɛwɔ ne post so wa kɔtwerɛ comment ɛwɔ ɛno afia so say ga ne post ɛda the number holding afia so afrɛ no atrete ne say obema ne boys ahwehwɛ no. This is how bad Ghana is. And me, I stand for the truth, and I always stand for the truth. One of these young ladies I love so much is Tracy Boachi. I love her to death. But even if Tracy Boachi is going wrong, I will tell Tracy Boachi, you are going wrong. And then a Fia Schwarzenegger. Now, what about nobody saying? Then one is saying a Fia Schwarzenegger, Ambe, we saw you. We saw you, we saw you. And Isabi, if you have used yourself and you have sold yourself, and you have gotten into a place, don't forget who you are. Don't forget where you came from. You are not that special, Efia. You are not that special. Efia, you are not that special. You are one of the women I carelessly respect. I don't respect you, Efia. I'm telling the very fact and the very truth. I don't respect you because of your behavior. Yes. And I'll tell the truth. Ube tell social media, ube di dipen biatem, ube di biatem no because of your HIV positive. O se K unti bida. Entina ya chinatum. Now we are be social media. Ebe kase wa ube di matem na be ke mema mi kunu achukwa sia unu kunu nyina mo nimu ahare se aponchi bia pampa mo adwie tai ho unu kunu no mo nimu mo pampa so te se aponchi bia adwie tai na pampam chimifo. Social media has become cheap, and every stupid person that don't know even how to carry themselves come on social media and come and bully people around and do whatever they want to do. Me pesa unu sa ukuru mu be chibitum na efia hwa ye nimo wo be tuma ware efia hwa can you marry wo be tibia ware atra ware ase wo ya ma na obutumi tra ware ase ni bi efia hwa I want to know who your ba obutumi tra ware ase ade ye nimo utumi tra ba ba ko ho. No, I'm a straightforward person, and I don't want to get my facts twisted. I don't like that. Let's be honest. Nobody is perfect in this world. I am not perfect. But when it comes to a point, that's all for when you be agentino, and now be a the nado. Who be a the nado because another mosika ato diamond watching them say I rented diamond was a deal. Until who feel say who bet to me have a below be with your little peanuts. Nenuti yakochi abayua mua yakochi ni mua na kokotum na fiashwa raho police station to go and videotape somebody she has a problem with that is in cells. Why is a fiashwa nigga still walking? Sa mo se mo mpe no kura mo nkoso na meme de bia mehu bia no meka na asem bi so a aba me bu afu pa. Now look at this young guy right here. Look at this evangelist. Ghana se man hwe ya sa mo mpanyfo sebe and mpanyinfo ejimifo na mutete Ghana na mafa Ghana se mo amukuro a mo ye de mo pɛ no mo nkoso na mo nye na da asase wura beba no ɛda asase wura ɛbeba no mo nyamba chiaka wate mo nyamba chiaka. Now I'm very sad. Mimindin for what grow. Mimindin for what grow kitty. I don't play with gun people. Cause in Cranfoya be moi. Eti me meti and Cranfo swa na ma sorry. Yeah, sometimes a bit to be and I cry for a be a chimney for a beam. We say, well, Muni Abrabo and you and cry for you now at how. And you cry for you now at Abrabono. No Ghanaian gun people that behave that manner and that way. Some Ghanaian people have good life. Papa, they love themselves, they have lived life for themselves, and they have lived right. Now this picture over there makes me so mad about some gun people that are behaving like they are gods. They are behaving like they are gods in Ghana. What is happening in this country? What is happening in Ghana? A branch away, Akokase. A friend is saying, Nungwa or say, your friend was simple. Mebao, Mammy Churchill. Okay. So, Nungwa traditional area. Nungwa traditional area. And Penyufo Esinkonya. Usha emirwa ene nkokora ene ahemfo ene atiami mu ahodo asinkonya afre evangelist yi esiho akache evangelist ne say wakoka say abayifo wo nungwa ene enungwa traditional bibi bebi sa oso abayifo aye homa eti wo mafre abrantie wei abodwa na enyema omu jinie hwe mame guys hwe mame let me tell you, I can respect elderly, I can respect people, don't get me wrong, but when I respect you and you behave like a god, I will draw you down and let you know you are not a god. My friend Branty wage na ho. Tie me, menia. Na hwe pepa na mbere kire wo so ye. Items needed to purify Gandangme state. When did Gandangme become a state? I want to know when Gandangme became a state. I want to know. Nipa bonifuo efa kwan edi dubiously duping people and making people feel miserable in their lives because of their small power. A person like me, you can't come this with me. Umfa we am mami ho. What to me if I wear mami ho? And careful binimu yesi sifwo. When I was growing up, Metra Mamprobi, opposite Adamat, before Banana Inn, St. Mary's area, that is where I lived. We own a house there. Abolo Junction, before Abolo Junction, you walk back a little bit. And there were guns, many Ghana people in that area. And don't get me wrong, when we were growing up, you could see that bullying effect that is in some Ghana people. Bullying effect in some Ghana people. Ubeso be a only another for what you no baby, no proud, no did what him, no I say, just say you don't understand. So bullying, you know, are in some Ghana people, and they need to stop. Maybe so. Would you be an enchie and so? What did it enjoy? Any important and so? No what in kuko and kuko baku 25. What is the kind and so? What is the kind and so? Now we are what the calico 7 full pieces. Now what the black calico 7 full pieces. Now what the red calico 7 full pieces. Now what the boy what the also 7 full pieces. Now what the schnapps 7 boxes. Now what the Castle Bridge 7 boxes. What the cloth Holland Busumbay and the go France Antomano. I want to know. Busum main Frasa Holland and Tomano. I just want to know. Busum main Fra Holland. Alikidon 7 full pieces. White eggs 7 full pieces. 7 crates, sorry. Red eggs 7 crates. And a fine of 100,000 Ghana cedis a day. Nipa boni sembeni esisi sembeni. Why are people not rising to speak about this? This is wrong. Why? Kroben suna beyeni. Kroben su ena beye eni. Beye obebia. And everybody has the right to speak their mind according to their experience. Adey Ghana for Adey, and I'm here to more deep for sir. Adey, a brand here where Ojina way. What was the car better in 9 sumpo? Does he have money to buy 7 cows? What the fuck is going on? This kind of culture of bullying must stop. It's a geocracy. Our country is falling gradually because from the presidency to down it's happening. Cheating, bullying, suppressing, oppressing. Adey uji nentiem baku and so waji mponchi baku and so waji odwan baku and so na we are waji nkuko baku 25 we are waji sekan baku and so waji white calico 7 full pieces, black calico 7 full pieces, red calico 7 full pieces, boy 7 full pieces, schnapps 7 boxes. Castle Bridge, 7 boxes. Hey, Erade, Aden, Bonnie Bang, and I brought it. Why? Mugun can for Benny Money. Mugun can for Benny any Moise. Are you the court? Are you the court? Are you the court? Are you the court? Nungwa traditional area. Are you the court? Adai, diem bule yinie, diem bule yinie, diem bule yinie, diem bule yinie. Adai, diem bule yinie. That bullet in some Ghana people must end. It must stop. Guys, please share the video for me. Please share the video for me. And kwasiasam ne chimisam. Kwasiasam ne chimisam. And chimisam. Are you the court? Are you the court? Who gave you those powers? Minimo hini bia. You see the hinin chair. I will entwasu. Niopoti. Menkano niopotipo. Or your doctor moi. Akonta 1. Doctor moi. Na ushe kwaya. Odini kuro ni ekoswa. Ushe kwaya. O shishe ni kuro sa bebia yesi ni hini wono ena me say mesrew se u si hini wo kuro na ukro mu hini onko school da mamu si ni hini oden guasie bebremu oden guasie bebremu sebi ahemfu kakra bia wo mu hye dan ko school a omudi fie nyansa ye adwuma no omo noso na womu de suku ye adwuma a womu dokro a womu nim so womu hihye womu man hihye womu man no guys, they are serious people. This is absurd. This is absurd. This is straight bullying. This is straight bullying. This is where a lawyer should come in. This is where a lawyer should come in and stand for this man. And kwasiasem. Before oni bebia. Before bebia. Before wabushie biamu. Enti okase nungwa abefo ye homa. Sabe ebia na wanka ne yie. But this is not the way you say you are purifying the gods. This is not the way you come and sit in front of us and tell us that you want to purify the gods. We are straight bullying. I'm so upset, guys. I'm so angry. Why? ana Ghana for obi anya obi a obeso obu no obeso ye bibi na nipa ko ho kire no ana bibi. Why is that, Ghanaians? Why must that be our nature? Why must that be part of us? Why? Nyongwa traditional area, please come again. This is wrong. This is wrong. It is bad. You are disgracing the whole entire Ghana race. You are disgracing them. Obey to me, car, me meka. This reminds me of a case that came in Ebetor Menim, any madam for Sofubi. Case be Ebetor Menim. Pokwasi Wulomo. Where Anna Sabi, Omo boys beer. Wamu Edi and Yambrasam. And Yambrasam, Omo boys be set aside to misbehave towards people. Or when people come in and come to misbehave, they have kind of boys that are, ruthless and whatever. Now, the issue is that these people I'm talking about, they call us because na abrantie bi ewo ya sorry a na sa abrantie no owo ababa bia o kasa boys no ho na abrante no ni papa ya abrante ni yade na ni papa ball no ana bibi ati sa na boy no ko fa sa boys na wo mu gu sa pokwase krom ho no a wo mu ni wuade na entokwa ne nyema basa no boye no e boy ko friend sa boys no e ko bu wo mu papa boy ni papa tie na me kare ye asem a real story. Emma Kodano, and the papa born no, confess our boys no, a baby boo or no papa because the papa born. And our boys were born the papa. And see, never papa free, no bodia. Sasem we are make catcher we. Sasem I make catcher name. Me sorry one day. And already be a man who say, or baby wo the ye the best for the cheek. Ne bado ye yi akola ne firechi ansa na meti sa story we eti abrante no ewuye no ema be 3 to say week o say den ema papa no ne ba no duabo no boy ne eku akoda no ema boys no dwane kotoa pokuase wulomo. I stand to be corrected. Eti eba de sa no wa mu samra sa papa no boy na ne ba de wuru eti ye ka che boy se mo no kwanko eti me ni abrante no ene marafo sofo no ye call sa particular wulo mo no fie. I do remember. Eti ye kwatena se ye kasa na me ka che kwade say you people have misbehaved. Now if I was the manner, you all should die one by one for going to beat an elderly man that has an issue with his own son. You went and beat that man because his son told you, come and help me. This is not a foreigner. And obi ofi baby aba akorani papa. enye kwasi asema jimi semwa enka mu akolati be frem mo na futu be frem ka che mo say mo mbese ko bu mi papa because papa bo me na enkwasi asem nyambra sam ene enkola emuade ya tete wo yie enti no no mo sorry ye no mo se papa no so ampa e di no mo so se boy ni wuye no wo mo so mewu no mo dare ko to a pokwasi wulom. But you could see that this issue that we are talking about, the man was trying to tell the man who obo duane say under the duano esa won better ni ato ono no so. They said, no, this is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. And I told this man, I said, Papa, let me tell you something. Bonnie, ya Bonnie. Bonnie, eye Bonnie. Enti, udania, upa dani. Bese Bonnie, eye Bonnie, bonusu bata, baby e free. And ye can ya make some Bible nyama can. I related to him because I understand spiritual things. He wasn't too much of a bad man. But at the end of the day, he made the boys apologize to the man. Before I branch, I got an idea. It's a hunano. Mumayinjai. Sadia way is unethical. It is unethical. You cannot do this. That is extortion. Did you pray to me in Kasabium? You pray to me in Kasabium. What happened to free speech? I'm being honest with you. Where utifa we nyame. Enyenka oduano bebo. Ubebo duano se mimi wumentia, ubebo dua se mimi wu. Misbebo dua se. Busum kura. Okache mo se mumbeji enentrie 7. Any imported 7. Any enjoy 7. In Kuko Bako 25. Any Holland. Any Castle Bridge. Any DN no. Sa busum krono. Ondia sema sana. Sa diabono. Wetie. Ni hwede ne ho bekere no. Abosom wo ho, mu say abayifo wo ho, abayifo wo mu wo ho, they are there. Nti ukase we unti bida entu boni paka apart from all these things no, o boni ka 100,000 e dey na hemo. E dey na hemo. Mure fi se ba bosom no, wo mo mpe boni. Mure fi Sama bosom no and kra bosom mpe boni and pedi ma basa. You damn kidding me. That is wrong and that is my stand. If you call me ma frame I said me make and me frame me pa me baswa me ba be the right way. Bosom no wa be ka che obeson da ida ben e ka che say akwebe ka say tia me entimu bosom no obe ka say che mu da ben obi ka fa oba bosom no ho obi di achiwade a bosom no mpa akoka no obi di bosom no achiwade ka no ana obi ka say tia bosom no. Why are you people so hypocritical? Why are you people so hypocritical? Enti wenti mo sinkonya wait mo sinkonya ebeje 100,000 akodi naka me kwa mesafro me ekwapim nia brand me ena me we ye me sa de we ya enka onim enka mebo dia pesika dia pesika na me chia sa nyema ni nyina ba bia mentumi ntia no me tempre enteso na me chia ka me chia na me da mamo me wia mo bomudua mu nyina mo betina ho nya me bomudua sa mudi number kokora kama no mudi to ba kokora kama no mudi snap ba kokora kama no se busu bin cash na mu kaya me si bia me bo no youtube na ne o me ma ndua me ma bo me ma noma me ma awie tumi ahohom me le ba ma awiase nyema nyina na wako konfo kro no ho wako kodane na mo hwa de wa pini ho mu ne masefo system bed no as a system bed no as a system bed no I could understand that mo fisa wakase chiama Nyungwa is a place. Nyungwa is not the people. Nyungwa is the place, it's not the people. And every people have witchcraft. Every people have criminals, thieves. And every people in a place have bullies. And every people in a place have good people and bad people. That is not grounds for you to extort. Dear Naba, na homo was sabe, homo po ya kumwa say, homo wo ya kumu emwa say ana. Ya just can say ana. That is not fair. That is not fair. That is not right. Now the next topic is Nana Akufo Addo, the president of Ghana, has built a big library for Achims. A big library for Achims. And there is free Wi-Fi in the whole Achim. Free Wi-Fi. So Achim people, they don't pick their phones. They don't pick their phones and buy credit from MTN or Vodafone or whatever. They don't buy bundle. They don't buy bundle. Guys, they don't buy bundle. Akufo Addo is showing difference. Now you can sit anywhere and pick a phone and use free Wi-Fi in Achim. Yenya ebetu alcohol. Yenya ebetu alcohol Achim abba. Yebetu alcohol Achim show boy. Nana show boy. Nana show boy. When schools in Ghana are struggling for internet to work, schools, you have built free Wi-Fi for the people, for your people and where you came from. Free Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi. Abba, Nana show boy. Nana we show boy. Nana we show boy. Nana me bisa wasemo. Achim for ya he. And achim for abara he no moto. Nana na asanti memwe. Nana show boy. Asanti memwe. Asanti memwe na unko Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi di bi ho mo ana. Nana. Where di mo? Hey, Nana show boy. Nana show boy. You go build how do you call it? A free Wi-Fi library for your Achim family. What about the Ashantis that vote for you? Nana? The Ashantis that vote for you, what have you done over there, Nana? Nana? When you yatra when in town. When you yatra when in town, Nana? When you yatra when in town, you are being very disrespectful. to Ghanaian people. Yeah, free Wi-Fi in Achim. Yeah, Achim. We are all moving to Achim because after all, we won't need bundle. We won't need bundle. You only need your credit for your calls. But as for Wi-Fi, as for internet going on Facebook, is free in the whole of Achim. The president you voted for is telling you that his own first. And I'm wondering how many people are in Achim that Addo has to please them like that. Media meka na ka meka no susu no me fere se meka so da Addo wani ya tra Wellington, because you know that you are not going to stand again, so you are doing whatever pleases you, that makes you happy. Abra universities here free Wi-Fi legal. And all these places, they don't even have. They don't have. Hospitals need free Wi-Fi. They don't have. Senior secondary school needs Wi-Fi. They don't have. Dear Naba, dear Nessie, Yenya Quachim, Yeko, Yanko. Yanko. Nanado. Nanado has given Achim's free Wi-Fi, and universities don't have free Wi-Fi. Schools don't have Wi-Fi, but Achim Kro whole has a Wi-Fi free of charge for all Achims. Baby, you don't need a bundle. Yeah. So that should tell you the kind of man we have as a president. Now, my most beautiful topic I want to talk about is Akufo Addo. That old man that lost his seat and now is working at the national security. Anytime you talk about this man, he will tell you, he will take you to Nogokpo. A whole security man will tell you, I will take you to Nogokpo and go and kill you. But I thought Akufo Addo is married to a gospel artist that fears God, that says that she is canvassing for God to win souls. Trying to win souls for God. Could it be that this woman is married to the devil? I'm just asking. It looks like the Nagrada and his husband pastor. It don't mix. In fact, you know what I'm saying is true. In fact, now who hopes ya doya wo so man wo si yeka wo ho asem a na ukobodua wo yiri so so ye kristoni ana wo yiri nimpa se Who ya brosam na wote hodo na wo no waye wo se Kristo di anase say wo do yire nam no gopo. I just want to know is a question. How on earth? What's happening these days? What happened to a haini assume enka enshia? What happened to that statement in the olden days? And why is it that Akufo Addo is always doing stupid things? The kind of sema or so be bold or do be kono gopo. She click oye. Famiko clicko. Famiko clicko. We are whining and kawasam. We are whining and a young kawasam. Ghana is becoming a den of hypocrites. And I, as a person, must back and say, Nansaya gift adoye. Wakoye ne to, and then no fu bisa. Emo bejina radio so be dan ne to. Extra Ghana for. I don't have a problem with so back on your two and I'll be on the foot. I don't have a problem. But my point here is that so we say we nyameba now do nyamia. A ban is saying now to me no be nantia would bakona ne nante no oni wo chesa je wo yere kra mbabra ana gift adoye e come na de wana. I don't know. I want to be sure. This is very sad. This is very sad. Ghana is corrupt. Ghana is falling deep into the hole. The hell hole. And my number one proof is to show you this. This will be my last topic. I want to show you so that you understand. Look at this. If Ghana was a place of justice, look at this for yourself.
With a number. Before we can you finish?
I just want to make a statement. I've sent everything to region, so you'll get to it.
To what?
To the region.
No, you are the region.
And I just have copy here.
You see, by law, you were sworn in by the magistrate. I will pay you. You see, you are a returning officer. That's why we come to you. It is an office work. We just want what you have declared.
You don't have a copy.
If we have a copy, or we can cite it, have a look at what you have declared.
Why should we go to region when you are the returning officer?
I don't have copy here.
Elections here. You say which go to region?
You take the results. You see, even if the regional officer gives us the results, we cannot rely on that. It is that which you have given. Yes. But the law says that you are the one to declare the results.
You know, my brother, there is one thing. As individual citizens of this country, we all have a responsibility to ensure that the country is peaceful. And that is the primary responsibility that we have in anything that we do. And for instance, that is why I am here. I would urge you to contribute to that peace. Because you see, if there is any indication that you have done something that helps the other party to steal the election, it raises tension and it gives a lot of us problems. So whatever you will do to contribute to that, I will urge you to do it. So that if, for instance, they are asking for the summary seat, be frank and open and say, this is the summary sheet that I prepared. Answer the things such that everybody will be convinced, and then the tension can come down, and then we'll all have peace. Too much tension is not good for this country at all.
I don't have any tension like that. Yes. We computer everything. We input everything. They were there. Yes. It wasn't that
but you cannot tell me that you have cemented the region and you don't have a copy.
For those who are moving to
Mr. Returning Officer,
figures and put them the why they were there, they saw everything. And they didn't do any alarm.
It's everything. We have
Mr. Returning Officer, by
With a number. Before we can you finish?
I've sent everything to region, so you'll get to it.
To what?
To the region.
No, you are the region.
And then I just can't copy here.
You see, you don't have the by law. You were sworn in by the magistrate. I will pay you. You see?
Therefore, shall returning officer Sebe abide on our behalf with our money. We pay him with our money. Look at his posture, the way he's sitting as a returning officer. Our Okache Nipa say, only copies of what exactly was he declared. What's it to ono? Or say Nkobisa regional no or the coho. Na mibisa when people can never account for their deeds in our country, how are we fighting corruption in this our country? How? When Amerija wa dwendwen. Bese me catch up say, Nanado, the government na obuno. It's not a government that will keep peace in this our country. Nanado's government is not a government that really has the people at heart. This government is full of conflict of interest. Full of interest. Me say, the youth will rise up. And I will never be afraid. But I'm saying to you, sir, fix the country. Mr. President, fix the country. I'm speaking to you directly from my Oval Office. I'm saying that fix the country you have broken. You have destroyed the country such that people who are supposed to be accountable to the people of Ghana does not have any respect or any due for the people that pay them. And I honestly do respect Nanado because he knows how to use money very well to his advantage. Nanado, you do a very good job in manipulation, in manipulating people that are around you. That I can give you a full respect that you are great. You have masterminded our 2020 election. You have masterminded it to the ditch so that you can steal the election. And indeed, you succeeded by buying the judiciary, buying the police service, buying the military, which is the army, buy returning officers, buy journalists, buy people who even national security. What told me Akunipa afa wo edi. Nado, I'll tell you this. Me say, would the why any me say would I now? Oh, I'm telling you, me say would I na. Nado would I now? And some four won sa eku omo wo say wo me criminals no. Me say, wo be retire. Wo da ombe book guitar guitar ombe book guitar ni brass band ombe bo nyuma ma wo die every day. All the men that threw your hands, we lost them. 2020 election, all the sacrifices, I'm telling you. Ombe book guitar they'll play the guitar, the lead guitar, the bass guitar, the organ, the drums, the kundu, the kanda, the bamboo in your die. You say, what nada? I've never come across a corrupt president like Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo, the president of Ghana. In fact, we are tired. We are tired. If you want to pursue us too, fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. What Ghana has become is sad. Very sad. People, I'm leaving a 5 minutes open door for a calling segment. If you're here, you want to say something, you can call that number on there. It's a US number. Call that number on there. Let's talk. So it's open now. Anybody can call that number and then we are going to talk. So please, don't forget also to you see this one right here. Don't forget also to subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Facebook channel as well, so that you can get every message that comes to you that we put out. You will get your message. You will get a signal that we are on and we have a good message for you. So in other words, we don't want you to miss any video at all. So we want you to press that little bell icon. Just click it. And that will allow you to receive every video that we bring on to you. Thank you very much for subscribing. I have only a few people today, and I would love for the fact that you people will subscribe to Safari TV Africa on YouTube and Safari TV Africa on Facebook. Thank you very much. So the phone line is open. The phone line is open. We are going to do it short. Guys, bring your calls. Let's go. Bring your calls. Yes. Bring your calls. 774-272-5173. Call it. We are here waiting. We are on. We are on.
For him to insult me?
No.
You, Sammy Jamfi. Who Sammy Jamfi? Who na? Wait, catch Jamfi. Sammy Jamfi. Until you tell you, mommy, him so better. Kasache Ghana. You cannot come and do some voodoo mathematics here.
Sammy Jamfi and his dealings at the Kumasi Metropolitan Authority.
Who Sammy Jamfi? Even canoe, the component of a canoe. Sammy Jamfi. You are calling for equity.
So okay statement trans Sammy Jamfi the bawa.
When you saw the out.
That young man, I learned he's just 30 years old.
Oh, really? What are you? Sammy Jamfi na Kagazemwe. Please. Sammy Jamfi, I want to respond to you. Sir, brother, your phone says Sammy Jamfi. You are coming here to come and shout. Sammy Jamfi. And lie. Sammy Jamfi. And call names. Sammy Jamfi me cut 3 times. Sammy Jamfi better on me studio.
This what it is. If I can't temper.
Oh, now be determine your baby mission. Yes, it's about kind of Sammy Jamfi fast. No, na me wura ho.
Oh, Sammy Jamfi, spokesmaster like Kasano.
Sammy Jamfi mo ni ademo. Sammy Jamfi. Sammy Jamfi. Na hoki kana odi pantro ne ho. Oh, make Sammy Jamfi. I'm trying to see a friend of Sammy Jamfi. Sammy Jamfi. Yes, yes, I could be Sammy Jamfi. Who are we?
Oh yeah, communication director of a political party.
Just a communication officer.
From you him the left and right, so I hear the communication director no better radio slow in the
sense. The NDC ostensibly has used this boy to do a lot of creative job for some time.
What could you do, Nana? I tell my son what they did in my term. A foolish man like you.
But yes, in the Sammy Jamfi, because there are some Sammy Jamfi did. And not be yes,
Sammy Jamfi, I call you no means Sam.
But yes,
lawyer Sammy Jamfi arrested. Sammy Jamfi, you take me to call home. Ogo could do a good as one and hope cha cha cha. Who flew on one and why did they?
Set ye Dania Sim. Na adia ye fita ebe ye tuntun. Enu die mi tu chema minya Sammy Jamfi. Sammy Jamfi utie.
You could see say on Asemba FM.
Let you say this time and Sammy Jamfi. We allow this small boy to tell us what to do. That's not the mission idea kakra. Sammy Jamfi. What?
Someone yourself.
Listen,
Listen, Kumasi don't for me. I will not come on this program if this silly boy is going to be there.
have you went before?
I'm telling you to stop.
Who Sami Jamfi? Oh, Papa, now who's your papa? It's only a
The Sami Jamfi JCR politics they can't have.
It is a Sami Jamfi Koka Wasama, and your woman was still home.
For
him to insult me?
No.
You, Sami Jamfi, who Sami Jamfi? Who na? Wait, catch your Sami Jamfi.
Sami Jamfi. And you tell you, Mammy, him so better. Kasachegana.
Just sit down. Tenase. Na fagana besiana. Uba ye yabwa say 76.1% of our GDP. Ye kacha Mahama say wa bon mekabi me na kaye. Me say bra wa bon we ye unprecedented bon ye. Say Ghana ye kaye dia no 69.9% of our GDP. That was about 70% of our GDP. Ye kacha and say wa bon Baba Mia, where they bomb, 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 boom. Where they a bomb, 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 bomb.
As we pay for leadership, sometimes.
And somebody a can find hopa, which we say, same way I can, and you're not correct, and so you can.
Message should be to sell Ford.
Yeah,
Ford bribery
yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Mimi yimi bottom sika. Eto Land Cruiser. Emma chief imam. One day me share chief imam o baby. Ye ko ena ne car essay. Esi kwan so. Engineer was say ye adjust it near the next time ye car mu. And I'm so oh chief imam. And some fata say ye no ko baby na ne car ko say. Enti me ni sika almost $100,000 eto brand new Land Cruiser Emma chief imam. Ebe den makoje Ford bribe 40 I think 50,000 Ford Rancher. Who they Google Ford Rancher na hwe ne bo. $50,000. Ebe den na makoje bribe. Na sa nipa no so or the Ford no Bema presidency no or the Koma embassy. One emba president bribe no they are present officially ama o embassy wo Burkina Faso. Na naka no po enye foforo. Nipa no ye dealer, car dealer e wo Burkina Faso. Enti normally almost the sa cars new model bar almost the bachelor sa enti sa model number 2010 and I won the showroom. Enti o pese o to a obekwa ko test drive near that day na omo be park for 2 years 2012 and normally new model bar na old model no utimi the chair obi na say bibi and also me pay o manpanyi Mahama Sempa I admire him enti me kai there me the Bema embassy say omo fan koma o manpanyi mama enti me o ya embassy the car abeshe presidential pool time I move about Flagstaff house and I'm say oh obi bra o car be Ford car enti e wo castle enti anu yenya ne say na nipa register car no na okase personal and he started the process but when they came and asked they said oh somebody brought you a car a Ford car and now you be register with you but osha and I'm so representing my president so I'm saying and I'm so then put it in the pool and the car no to pool time I'm here president who said
like the car cars
abang cars yeah the car home time I'm here president who said o man penyin bi aba oben who said Ford blue bi edi omo echi soldier for ewo mu a omo wo machine gun no omo di omo machine gun po see car no and na provide escort duties ema VIPs are omo ba me fi aban mu that car was left in the presidency and there are examples of it o man penyin Rawlings Gaddafi chair in the car. What you are saying? Okay. He left it in the presidential pool. Oko one fan call. He left it in the presidential pool. Kufo by Kufo Yusui. And no President Kufo Dikonya accident. Okay, I'm ready. Okay. Yes. So there are precedents that have happened before. What you are saying? Okay. And also you pay jaye makoje bribe, Ford bribe. What you are saying? And the idea now it was a deliberate propaganda. Say almost the same thing. You understand? Okay. But in leadership and so. you can't avoid that. So okay, so be a leader. And your friend saying garbage heap, baller. Obianya the baller be not their big goal. So Brony Becker say occupational hazard.
Professor Brony was the chairman of the committee. So that was it.
So you feel it wasn't necessary?
It was not necessary. One spade. So me that political gymnasium.
Cause of Dumso, and Dumso has been caused by the financial and economic mismanagement of this government, and so we shouldn't be giving them credit for solving a problem that they have solved.
So there's a question that the minority asked in the last few days: that how much capacity have you added since you came? All the fantastic capacity.
Dumso, it was when Dr.
them credit for solving a problem.
When Dr.
Price you pay for leadership. Sometimes.
And somebody can find a
All right, guys. It's a very good night. I would love to end here. There was no call that came in. So, guys, very good night. Very, very good night. With all due respect, keep sharing and please do your best to subscribe to the channel and let's grow up together. Thank you very much, and God richly bless you in everything that you do. Keep on loving truth to power, and this is how we go: power to truth and truth to power. Thank you very much, and God bless you.